Okay, recording now. Oh, I have typed everything before, but it was really it was really bad. Mm. It's all good. It's all good.
Sorry.
It's okay. Cool. Just wait a few minutes. I can see Echo Darkmoon has just appeared. She's coming to the meeting. She said she was. Um, the idea of these meetings, by the way, is just basically to have a bit of space for me to talk about the grid and things that are happening. And okay, cool, Jazzy, thank you. So, and to answer questions. Yeah, she can hear, but Eliza can't because she's deaf, which is why we're typing to make it accessible. So, cool. Thank you. Sorry, but thank you so much for doing that. It's really amazing. Okay, so think we've got a few people here, so I'm going to get started. I can't see because I'm pointing at the presentation. I am recording this, but you're all avatars. I'll just turn my AI off because he's being a bit too cool. Oh, just someone's asked me for a TP. I can teleport, which means someone's going to res right next to me. Okay. Okay, so once she's here. Okay, graphics. Cool. Okay, lovely to see everybody. Thank you so much for coming. I'm going to keep an eye on the text that's being typed, so that we don't get ahead of ourselves. So, community meeting. Welcome to. Okay, please post questions in chat, and then I'll try and answer as I go along. Cool. Eventually we'll have something like Dragon Speak, but until then we've got the wonderful Derry typing for us. Okay, so we've had some problems with the grid about 2 weeks ago now, and basically what happens, it was an issue with the old asset store, which is always an issue, and so I'm just waiting for the catch up. Yep, cool. Asset store. It doesn't matter too much. That's it. And it was caused by me. It was caused because we have about 1.4 million objects in the asset store, and it takes about 500 gig of disk space. Sorry, this is all technical. Yes, the old missing assets. And I issued a command for the object store. Yeah, that's the one. I issued a command for the object store to trim back. Okay, don't type any of this. Let me think. Okay, so the object store stores multiple versions of files. Pretty much the wolves ate it, but it was my fault. So to fix it, we restored backups, did what I could, and we also have I've also set up a test grid which has some special software at the back that can restore missing assets. So if you do have missing assets, please talk to me. We'll do what I can to help you with it. But it looks like pretty much now what I've done has worked pretty much. There are still missing assets, but it'll sort itself out over time. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Renting regions. Okay, so thank you so much for everybody who supports the grid by renting land. I'm going to go through the points here to make Derry's life easier. Okay, it will be published on YouTube. That's fine, it will be published on YouTube, yeah. So, if someone buys a new region, it's normally up within 15 minutes. Unless there is a unless there's an issue with it, like they put the wrong name in or didn't spell something right or whatever. But it normally, once you've purchased, the grid itself will generate your land. So that means it's really easy for people to get land. I know it's so frustrating when you go to buy land on a grid and you have to wait for someone to physically create it. The next thing that you'll find is the region control panel. If you go to grid.wolfterritories.org, you can log in, and you can do things like change the name of your region, choose currency, flatten your land, reboot the region. And that's, if you do a lot of building, please do use that reboot function, because what it'll do is it'll write the asset store back to the server and make sure everything's up to date. You can update the map. So again, if you do a lot of building, rather than waiting for the servers to time out and update the map automatically, you can do it just by clicking update map. You can download a copy of your OR file. That's a backup of your region. That is, if you it's basically the OR file will be the one that's saved at midnight my time, UK time. And you can now choose the physics engine. So what that basically means is that, you know, when you get a nice house, and you res it and you can't get in the front door. Okay, so what that basically means is the physics engine we're running is UBODE, and the house has been built for Bullet Sim, and you can actually change from UBODE to Bullet by using the region control panel and rebooting the region through the control panel. And you can change back again if you want. So that's all there. So things that are coming is Bonnie has built some absolutely beautiful OR files, and I'm just preparing some of those. So you'll be able to, when you rent a region, you'll be able to go in and say, you start, rather than starting with just nothing, you'll be able to click a button and load the OR file of one of those wonderful pre-built regions onto your land to get yourself started, which is really, really lovely. And thank you so much, Bonnie. You're just so talented. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to mention that because I've got a few of them loaded already, and I've actually moved. I've got one that I'm using as my home right now because it's so nice. Anyway, so that's all coming. So you'll be able to just go into the control panel. You'll be able to say where you want it on your region, because they're only 256 by 256s, and you know, it'll just make life a bit more comfortable and easy for new people and people who've been here for a while and want to get some nice builds. Okay, so getting support. How is that affected? Okay, there's a question. Okay, I do a lot of terraforming. How is that affected by? Right, when you load an ore, when I load ores up, you get the option of merging it with what you've already got, and so the terraforming on the ore will affect the terraforming that you've got on your region, unless we force it to ignore the terraforming and just like load the objects. So I can do that. There'll be lots of options when you go to load it, like where you want to put it on the region. You know, basically there'll be lots of options that you can, you can say I want it 500 meters in the sky. You know, you can do whatever you like with that. So that's how. Does that answer your question, Echo? Yeah. We can even rotate it. Okay. Right, a rollback. Let's talk about rollbacks. Rollbacks only happen. Right. If you we did have an issue with the grid losing some okay, let me just cover a lot of things. There's some grid weirdness that goes on sometimes, especially a grid of this size, because it's huge with lots of servers. I have discovered a couple of bugs which I've fixed that could cause these weirdness where you lose your terraforms. If you have any issues, please get in touch. Don't suffer with it, and because the quicker you get in touch, the quicker we can help. If you get in touch with me 2 weeks later, it's really hard to sort things out because oftentimes the backups have rolled on. Which brings me nicely to tickets and support. I hate ticket systems, alright? But the biggest issue I'm having with Discord, which I love because I can talk to you directly, and in World I can talk to you directly, is that people don't give me their region names. Okay, so I need to know what region you've got a problem with. And that's one of the things that I'm thinking about getting. Okay, so I'm thinking about getting a ticket system so that if I'm not online, you can also leave a ticket and it will say what's your region name, and you choose from a list of your regions, and you choose what you want. But I'm still going to be available on Discord and in World if anyone needs me to look at stuff, because I don't want to distance myself from you, like some other grids. Yes, Eliza. Oh, Jazzy, that would be amazing. Thank you. So, yeah, I mean, in fact, I'm going to say if I'm going to build one, which I'm probably going to build one because I'm going to build it into the software that we've got now, because if we get an external ticket system, it won't be able to pick up the region names. And also, I'm going to have automated things like reload last night's tour file. So you'll be able to go in and go, oh, cool, okay. So that the only reason I'm not getting an off-the-shelf one is that I want to build it into the actual grid software so that you can actually go in and actually do some functions within that ticket system, so try and solve things for yourself. But I still want to be available to you you'll still find me on Discord on the support channel. I'm still there, I'm still watching to make sure we have the best service that we can. And there are times, sorry, I'm going to slow down and give Derry a chance. Okay. Poor Derry, thank you so much for typing. Okay, where were we? Right, so coming soon, uploading all files. And so one thing is, voice, Vivox have said again and again and again they're going to chop it off and they're going to shut it down. I have a working alternative sitting on a server, so eventually you'll have the chance to switch between voice servers. So if Vivox goes, we'll be all right, because I've already got one set up. I haven't tested it yet. It's all in the air. Okay. Next one. Bigger, faster service. You may have noticed in the last week that everything has sped up something chronic, that it's really, really fast. That's basically because I'm spending a lot of money on servers. So we're up to about $700 a month. Okay, no, something. Yes, I know, all the best people are here. It's a female grid. Mind you should come to our events. So it costs about $700 a month. About half of that is covered, to 3/4 of that is covered by people's. Yes, thank you. It's covered by people's tier fees and donations and everything like that. So it's, I want you to know how committed I am to this thing working and being absolutely brilliant and the best grid there is. We're the second biggest, let's be the best. So that's about everyone working together. And yeah, that's right, $700 a month. Dollars, that is. But that's because this is 1100 regions. It's huge. We have 3 sets of object storage servers, 11 main servers. So you've got to understand, it's a lot. So all backups are taken every night. We actually keep 2 days. Sorry, yeah, Derry, it's a lot. That's the best thing to put. All backups are taken every night, and we keep 2 days. In fact, the object storage keeps 2 days of all backups. Server backups required. Reboot your region. I did that already. So we've got 3 object storage now, and I put a total of, and didn't finish it. I do apologise for that. Next slide. Selling or renting land. You can sell or rent land you're renting from me. Okay, you can, if you want to, give away land you're renting from me, but there's one caveat: you have to support your renters. Oh, hang on, wait. Question. So when do we know an asset will be stable due to the server storage? It's okay. The assets now are stable. Okay, but there is a small bit of damage still in the object storage. There was an issue last night, but if you have issues with assets, come and see me and we'll see what we can do. All right. It sometimes happens. Sometimes if you get assets from objects from another grid, things get a bit strange. But the object storage is actually self-healing, so it'll actually maintain. So basically, how can I explain this quickly? Do I want to explain this? Yeah, let's leave. Derry, don't type any more. I'm wittering. Right. Back to this slide. Okay. Yes, it is safe to bring things over from another grid. Absolutely. And in fact, you'll find it's actually better now than it was. I am doing things. It's very difficult when people have other grids have different versions of OpenSim, and there's sometimes things are misconfigured for that version, or so you pick something up there, you come back and it's not here. Sometimes that happens because their grid's really slow. I don't know if you visited some other grids. Some of them are horribly slow. But you won't realise that till you actually go. In fact, Illusions and I, weren't we, yesterday? We went to look for buildings. Okay, Jazzy, which grid? Do it again. Try it today. Okay, and today, like after this meeting. And I'll yeah. Okay, so just see, which grid was it, by the way? Which grid was it? Adachi. Okay, thanks. Is Adachi Soul Shopping? Okay, send me landmarks and I'll go and have a look, because I can tell what's going on when I come back again. If you have issues like that, there are ways to fix it. Oh, is it? Okay. Right, send me landmarks. If you have issues with bringing things from other grids, send me landmarks and I'll go and try and bring them, because I can look at what the servers are doing. Okay, normally with this version of OpenSim, things should go straight into the objects. Send me landmarks. Okay. Okay. Where are we? Okay. Okay, some grids will put things in the suitcase. Some grids will... I think it is actually there. Let me just have a look. Inventory. It depends on the grid. Yeah, I don't think... Oh, no, there it is, my suitcase. So it is there. Okay. So it depends on the grid. Yeah. Normally nothing goes into it because, like Second Life, we've got our version of OpenSim, the NGC that we're using, is more like Second Life. All right. Okay. Where was I? Okay. So you have to support your renters, because when they come to me and say, I've got this problem, all right, I can get a bit overloaded with it all, and also sometimes I have to come to you to say, is it okay if we do X, Y, and Z to your region, because it's your region. Okay. What happens if you... Oh, hang on. Landmarks, thank you. Okay. If you stop paying for your land, the land will be removed. Yeah, that's cool. But don't suffer. Alright, if it gets too much, then please get in touch and we'll sort things out. If you stop paying for your land, the land will be removed. Now, I just say, if you're having problems with money, please come and see me, because I can do all kinds of things to help you and get you through your difficult time. Alright? dollar. Okay. Very important. Don't suffer, and I'll never ever shut down land with renters on it. So if you tell me if you have renters on your land, that's useful to know. Then if something happens to you and you can't pay or you disappear or whatever, then I can talk to the renters eventually about getting their land. So I don't want to shut people down or throw people off. It's going to be, I'm morally trying to help you through that whole situation. Okay. People that rent from you will not have God rights. Now I think if you add them as estate managers they do, but I'm not 100% sure. Because I don't have anyone. Is it true? Fantastic. Okay, estate managers should. Good. Okay. Right. So, with money, if money's an issue, if you're struggling, please don't just leave your land and say I can't afford it anymore. Come and see me. We'll sort something out. It's all good. I'd rather people enjoyed Wolf Territories grid, and we build the community. Because and if you can afford it, that's cool. I mean, I do have special rates. I have done special rates for people who, in particular categories or whatever. So, don't forget to create a group for your land. Good. Let me go. Create a group for your land. Why did I write that? Okay, do create a group for your land, and then invite your friends to it. That's a good thing to do. We've got loads of room for groups, so that's cool. Good. Next one. So, something I wanted to say as well before I begin the next slide. I wanted to talk about something we've noticed, and that is the amount of people coming from other grids that are furries, hooray, and other groups, dinkies I think they're called as well, furries and dinkies. They are welcome here. There are grids that don't accept them. Yes, yeah. The only restriction we have is that nothing illegal. Okay, and the whole child avatar thing is a real difficult issue. So really, it's I don't. Anything that's illegal is not allowed on this grid. That's it. Okay, but everyone is welcome otherwise, and we have found that our events are often attended by great big groups of furries from other grids, and it's been really great. Cool. Moving on. Right. So, become a venue manager. Good. Become a venue manager. So we have a bunch of empty venues and art galleries that need looking after and someone to look after them. So if you would like to volunteer, you get to take the venue over. You provide the entertainment and promotion. It becomes your venue as far as management goes. You choose your theme, grow your region. And there's no charge to you. We've got a few places available at the moment. And you run it, basically. It's your thing. You can choose Globits or Wolf Territories dollars. What about clubs? Jazzy, what about clubs? We have got... The thing is also, there's other things. So, yeah, explain that. Are you allowed to run clubs on your land? Yes, you are. The more the merrier. Okay. You're allowed to run mals, clubs. No, I can run a public clubs for the grid. Okay, so basically, if you were to take over one of the clubs, you can do that. That's not a problem. I am distancing myself from... Yes, thank you, Bonnie. As long as it's not illegal. I'm distancing myself from running any entertainment or being involved with it because I have got too much to do running servers. Right now... yeah, right now I've got a server that I'm building right in the middle of this thing. I'm not building it now, obviously, but there's a server being built right now, a new backup storage server. just to give you an idea. So I don't get involved in running entertainments, but I do turn up at them. Sometimes I will, sometimes I won't. I want a server. I want a server. I want a server. Bonnie, if you want a server, come and see me. Okay, I don't... She's Bonnie. Sorry, that's funny. Okay, I don't actually... a servant. No. Okay. I don't actually build grids for other people. Alright? I do work with Avi Worlds, New Hope Grid, and various others. Other grids, they're the two that come to my mind. And I helped Avi Worlds, for instance, build their Proxmox cluster. No fighting now. So, you know, there is things going on, but I do not provide a grid because I want this to be the best. And for this to be the best, I need to be 100% doing this. So, you know, it's like we only do one size of land. We're like McDonald's. We only do like one meal. We only do one size of land because we have to link them together. You know, run our own public club. Yeah, Jazzy, you can do that. You're very, very welcome to run clubs on your own land. And your own public club on the land. Whatever you like. Whatever you like. Don't forget, you can use OpenSim Social, which I'll come to a bit later. Cool. So promoting everything like that, you are welcome to do anything like that and build your bit of Wolf Territories grid. And because it is a community, that's why all the regions are joined together. One of the reasons is that we are a big, huge community. But the good thing is, you can be far enough away from other people, but close enough to get on a boat and sail there. Sorry, Derry. I'll just wait for Derry to catch up with all that. You're doing an amazing job. Okay, cool. Okay, Jazzy, you can get basically the whole thing is we've got some clubs on our land. Yeah, we can chat later. We've got some clubs and venues that you can run for us, and it'll be your baby. Okay, I will not get involved. Nobody's going to get involved with it. You just run the whole thing. Moving swiftly on. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, free shops. Free shops for region renters. If you're renting a region, I've got two areas: Wolf Territories, Ocean 20, and Freebies, which are two regions that have a lot of shops on them. So if you want to put stuff in them, you're very welcome. Even so, if you want to sell stuff in them, you're very, very welcome. Because I want to encourage people to develop businesses in world that actually make money. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, good. Moving swiftly on. So, yep, come and see me if you want to take a shop or two, and we'll find you somewhere. So there's the clubs and the shops. Next one. We did this already. Okay, skip that one. I was alright on that. Okay, next thing. You'll see this board behind me. If you click on this board here where it says opensimsocial.com, opensimsocial.com we own, and it's basically a Mastodon server, and that's part of a huge network of servers, and you can see we've got loads of people posting on it from all other grids, so it's open to everybody who's using OpenSim. You can promote your businesses, you can promote your events, you can promote your regions, whatever you like. Just throw it on there, go and have a look. So that one's, I'll just type this one, opensimsocial.com. It can all go on there. So that's just there. Discuss, promote and build. Many new, it's free, and if you can also get these display boards at welcome that you can configure, and there's a video on my YouTube that allows you to configure these to show particular tags or posts that you've done. So if you wanted to have just your events, you could do that. So there is a video on YouTube on how to do that, so ask me for that afterwards. Phew. Oh, that was a good one. I hope you all love the new login video. If you've seen it, when you come to log in and the wolves run across the screen. I was actually approached by somebody last night at the yeah. That Bonnie, that's another one of Bonnie's things. Yes, I was approached by someone at an event last night, and she said, "I've been working on my website," and I went, "So have we. Have a look at this." Yeah, okay, that was the end of that. Moving swiftly on. Working with other grids. Okay, so we are working with other grids, but my time is getting limited, and I may be charging other grids for my time in the very near future, because it's getting a bit ridiculous. Because I want to put time and effort into Wolf Territories grid, so that in the future that's going to happen. They're going to have to start paying money, and I know everything in OpenSim world is free. Everything is open in OpenSim is free. That's what they say, isn't it? But not everything is, and servers are not free, and time is not free, etc., etc. So just to be aware of that. Although none of you are from another grid, that was just in case sometimes people come from other grids. Okay. Entertainment talk. DJ Illusions, that's you. Okay, I'm going to go over here.
Hello everyone. Yeah, so that was entertainment's concern. First, I just want to say thank you for everyone. This grid is growing and growing.
Oh wait, hang on. Oh, echo. Sorry, hang on. There you go.
Is that better? Am I echoing everyone? Okay, so basically, with entertainment, it's going really, really well. And like I said, thanks to everyone who's coming. And again, thanks to Bonnie for providing the amazing ores, which is incredible. We have quite a few good artists now. The Wolfpack is really starting to flourish. Let me know if you want to slow down, Gary. Is that better? Is that better? Alright, okay, cool. So, yeah, going back to the entertainment today, like I say, we've got quite a few artists now coming in. We've got there's Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays, but I do want to stress this isn't going to affect, if anybody wants to, like what Lorne said, put any venues on land or whatever, or clubs or anything like that. It's, how you want to run the grid's absolutely fine. But yeah, from an entertainment point of view, I think we're getting maybe 10 or 11 people maybe at a time, and like you say, we're getting quite a few things like fairies and forgive me if I say this wrong, dinkies. Fairies, yeah. So yeah, but I also just want to pay tribute to Lorne as well, because he's doing an incredible job. Running this grid is not easy. He's worked tireless days and hours. Oh, am I going too fast? Sorry. Okay. So yeah, isn't, if he's really busy or if he's away for some reason, or if he, needs to spend time with his daughter or something in hospital, all you need to do is send me a text in Discord, and I will get the message to him. Not a problem. And I think that's about it for me, really, love.
Can you turn your mic off? Cool. Thanks, mate. Thanks very much for the thanks. Sorry, Derry. I don't know what I'm saying. What am I saying? Thanks for the thanks. It's appreciated. Just to let you know, guys, my daughter has a condition which means she has to go to hospital sometimes very short notice. So if I do disappear for a couple of days, that's why. So, yeah. Okay, next thing. Questions. Okay, time for questions. Okay, questions. Okay, ask away in chat. That's it. Eliza has to ask in chat, obviously. That's it. Dinkies. Okay, Eliza. Okay. I had tried a load of dinkies to make an avatars for the sign up. Okay. If anyone's got any good dinkies avatars, complete ones, I can put them in the welcome pack. If that would help. Thanks. Eliza, the issue of getting that process working. What do you mean? You already signed up. Ah, excellent. Kevin, that's a very good question. What's a dinky? Thank you for that question. That's a very, very good question. It's a cat. It's a small furry, basically. Am I right in that? Nothing new there. So, yeah. So everybody's. I don't mind furries, dinkies, whoever wants to come here. If you want to be a chicken, you're welcome on this grid. Unless I'm hungry. Being a wolf. sorry, Derek. Fried chicken's very nice. If that makes you happy. Good. Well, I'm not a vegetarian. Moving swiftly on. Okay. Any more questions before we get rid of the Sorry. Dinky is a sort of small pet character, but over the years turned into much more. Can be a cat, dog, wolf, chuck. That's roughly. Yeah, cool. That's cool. And if we can put some in the welcome pack, that would be really cool. Ears and a tail, so like Nico. Be a Nico. Kevin, I don't. I'm not good with avatars. Anyone will tell you I've had this avatar for about 300 years. And so I stick with it. Once I've got my avatar sorted, I stick with it. Excuse me. U-boat and bullet sim. How will that work if we use both? You can't use both. Oh, sorry. You can't use both on the same region, but it doesn't seem to affect anything. It really doesn't seem to affect anything if you've got an U-boat region next to a bullet sim region. So so you can't, doesn't it? Yeah. So, Derry, I suppose it's like, yeah, that's it. It doesn't seem to affect anything at all. Both of them seem to work perfectly. Echo, if you make them estate managers, apparently. I'm pretty sure that's the truth. Is that true? Illusions, is that true? Because you're an estate manager. You have God powers, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Huh.
God powers.
Yeah. So, excellent. Okay, so yeah. Excellent. Okay. No, we are running the latest version of OpenSim NGC, pretty much. So I am in a Discord chat, a private Discord chat with the OpenSim NGC team. Just to let you know. So when we get issues with, I actually am able to talk directly to the developers. Yeah, NGC, November Golf Charlie. So behind the scenes, you probably don't know that that's going on, but I'm involved with, when you have ideas, I bring them to the team, and so yeah. So if we have issues or ideas, we bring them to the team. We do discuss OpenSim and where it's going. Cool. I haven't done a section on the Crystal Frost viewer, which is the new viewer that's coming, because it's not developing towards OpenSim yet. Okay. That's true. Okay, so if you want to donate stuff to go into the avatar pack, that's really cool. Sorry, Derry, that's two different things in the same sentence, basically. Sorry. Good. Any more questions, comments, ideas? With sales, because OpenSim is free. Does it closed to be a commercial? No, not at all. It is a commercial grid. Okay, I won't. It's definitely not closed, and it will not become closed. My ethos is actually that we all need to kind of work together. Yeah, it's going to be. It will always be an open grid. Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, it's appreciated. If you're a member of the Wolf Territories group, and if you're not, please ask. If you res stuff at the sandbox, I don't think it goes away. So if you've got stuff you want to leave at the sandbox, that's where new people end up. So when you get a new avatar, you land in front of the gift box that says this is all your stuff you need, and then you click on the sandbox and you work there. It won't go away if you're in the Wolf Territories grid group. Okay. If you're not, it will go away. But I do check it anyway. It gets checked about once. Whenever I land there, basically, I do check it over and see what's occurring. Okay. How are we doing? Any more questions? Yeah. Okay. I'll do it. Hang on. Thanks, Derry. If you are in the Wolf Territories grid group, this stuff stays longer for Echo. That's a real good question. Okay, the Avi Worlds are running Podex, and so you can use those currencies and change currencies with us. So some of the bigger grids are running Podex, some of them run Globits. So what is the best sort of choice of currency? I mean, you could do what Luna Lunaria does. She has two regions, one's Globits and one's Wolf Territories dollars. And what that basically means is that she has the same thing on both regions. That's one way of doing it. You can't do both on one region. It's just not physically possible. Only because of the currencies are all run in the background. But you can switch currencies very, very easily just by using the control panel. So yeah, sorry about that. It's just a limitation of OpenSim. Maybe one day. Making currency work in OpenSim is horrendous. It's very difficult. Just to let you know. No, I know. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, I know it's an issue, but there are limitations to this thing, and there's not a whole heap I can do about that, just because of the way the whole currency thing works. Both currencies do, yeah. Podex and Globits charge, and Echo, yeah. A lot of people don't. Bonnie. Make sure you friend me as well. Thank you, Bonnie. If I'm not your friend, make sure you friend me. The thing about Globits is that for you to get paid, someone needs to buy the Globits. Okay. The difference with Podex and that is it doesn't work like that. So with these currency things, it's all a bit complicated. I've known people who have actually, their avatar has actually got quite old. But however, if you do have an issue, talk to Globits on their Facebook group, because Chris tends to respond on there. But with individual transactions. Yeah, Kevin, it does as well, and sometimes that's grid configuration. But every year, their SSL certificates expire, and their website goes down. Every single year, we have to get him to go and renew the certificates. If you don't know what that is, don't worry. But it's just so funny. In the OpenSim NGC group, every year we sit there and go, "Oh, his certificates run out." Every year at the same time, because he doesn't have an auto renew certificates thing like we do. That's Globits, yeah. Okay. I intend to have these community meetings on the first Sunday of every month, by the way. So, and they kind of little get-togethers where we get to chat and have a bit of fun. Yes, that runs the entire grid. That's everything. On your calendar. I want a screen like your OpenSim social screen. Jazzy, go to Welcome Mountain and you can get a pack. Yes. Jazzy. One sec.
I can hear you.
Where are you? Can you not hear me? Oh, I still talk. I'm still talking. Ah, okay, yep. Next. Next question. Or comment. Confirm calendar time 11 a.m. Sunday. First Sunday of month. First Sunday of month. That's it. That's because Google Calendar tries to translate it to your time, but fails. We are looking at the events thing and trying to make it work a bit better, because Google Calendar is playing with the time, so because we have people doing events from different time zones around the world. It has caused a bit of an issue, so I am working on something. I've got an event system built, but I've got to get round to it, but I've got a server to finish first. It's on the list. It's on my to-do list. Okay, good. In fact, it is partially done. Right, Luna's gone. Okay. Anybody else got any more questions? Oh, that's alright. She'll be back. She'll be back. Okay. Are there any more questions? If not, we're going to say good night. There's an event on today at the brand new... Oh, Bonnie, thank you. You're very kind. Oh, hang on. Echo Podex. Echo Darkmoon Podex. How do you use it? Just the same as Globits, really. So if you get Podex on your region, come and see me. I'll give you a I'll give you an ATM to put on your region. That's it, really. Simple as that, and you just basically buy it through the website and everything. Derry, you've been amazing. Thank you so much. I'll take over from here. If you have Podex on your region and you need an ATM, please shout. Okay. It's done through PayPal on the Podex website. Podex website. So up till now, no. No, there hasn't been. Sorry, go back to the chat. Yeah, sure. I mean, try both of them. You can switch them. Just change it, reboot, have a little sort it. Okay, so if you get good. The missing asset thing will sort itself out eventually, but there are still some floating around. But it's just a matter of me getting those. Missing assets thing will sort itself eventually. There are still some floating around. Sorry, I forgot I've got to type and talk. Cool. Okay, any more questions? Okay, next thanks so much for coming. Event at 1, is it?
Sorry, I was running late. Yeah, 1 o'clock. At the Palisades.
Have a great day, everyone. Don't forget the event at 1 o'clock at the Palisades Club, which is to my left. Thanks so much for coming. Meeting closed. Stop the video recording.